As you know that I from Thailand and moved to the US in 2018. So this my two year. So most of the time that last year that pandemic that we all stay at home, and so we cook almost every day. So I use the cooking as the connection to remind me of my home. And because if I'm in Thailand, I'm not cook at all, never. So stay in the US, living in the US, it changed my life that I become more familiar with cooking. And when I miss my home, Thailand, I just use cooking as the thing that will help me. So now we're gonna start cooking pad Thai. We'll start with the sauce first. The first ingredient, if you use this, the dry chili is the option. If you are sensitive with spicy, you can just not use at all or use one, it's fine. Is because in my ingredient I say use 3. So we're gonna cut the seed out first. Cut it open. Take the seed out. Sometimes if you don't like to put this, it's fine. But if you like some of this a little bit spicy, this is 3 is good enough. It's not too spicy.
Bess, can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, sure.
So I couldn't find dried chilies in the supermarket, but I have crushed red pepper, which I have from home. Would you recommend putting that in, or do you think it's better not to put anything in at all?
I think that one can use it too.
Okay.
I think you can use just one. Hold on.
I didn't even buy any.
Half.
My husband was saying you just have to make it.
Do you like spice? Yeah, I think you can use half teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I brought it from the Asian store. So I just cut the seed out of it. And then we use the blender. We'll cut the chili and put in the blender, and then shallot put into the blender, and then garlic, chopped garlic, put into blender.
Bess, can you come help me?
Sorry. Anyone ask me something?
No.
Okay. And then the last one that you're gonna put into the blender is salt. Salt. Put into blender. So you put 4 ingredients into the blender: salt, garlic, shallot, and dry chili.
Bess,
And then
for the sauce, are we including the seeds and the red casing?
no.
We're taking the seeds out, but we're putting just the casing in the sauce.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. Correct. The seeds, it just I'll take it out. I'm not put it in.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So now we going to turn it on. Just make sure that they are blend into the small piece. I will let it work one more time. That blender is finished. And then we will turn the stove on. Oh, we use the small pot.
Hey, Bess, someone, Lily just asked in the chat if it's okay if she uses less salt.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can use, how to say, all the ingredients, salt and sugar and tamarind, chili. Sorry, you can reduce or you increase as much as you want. But before you increase, just maybe try this one first. But if you can reduce, it's fine. So next one, we will use the small pot. If everyone ready, we will turn the stove on into the low.
Excuse me, which kind of oil did you use in the pan?
You can use vegetable oil, but I use rice bran oil.
And how much do we use?
1 tablespoon.
Okay.
Then we will put the ingredient that we blended into the small pot. I will turn my stove to medium. Everyone doing okay, right? But if everyone had the tamarind puree ready.
I bought it, but I don't have it ready. How do I get it from this to like the liquid? part?
Okay. I will turn my stove to the low temperature first. You break it. You will break the tamarind to small amount like this much. And then you put into the container. And then you put the water about two third water, and then do you have this thing?
We will summon this
You
third
squeeze
generation of
the tamarind. You squeeze the tamarind with the water and then put into the container like this. You got it?
Thank you.
Okay, while you waiting for the first ingredient into the pot, you can do this because we're gonna use this next.
I have just also attached the YouTube video on how to make tamarind paste if anybody else needs it. Bess had provided it before the class, so it's now in the chat for anybody to see.
The tamarind puree is, if you buy the container, it's easy to use, but it will go bad quickly. But if you buy like this, you can use for a long time because you can just take small amounts while you want to cook, how much you want to cook, and you just squeeze with the water. Because the one with the container, this with the water already is maybe when while open, you have to use within 2 months. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's one.
Now, am I able to just use this one
Yeah.
instead of the paste?
Yeah, this one is finished already, so you don't need to do anything. You just scoop from the container to the pan.
Oh, how much of this do I need to use?
This one you use half cup.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Mine is tamarind puree. Is that different?
Yeah, that's one you can just use a scoop and put into the pan.
One scoop? How much?
Half cup. But
Half
I
cup.
would tell, after the first ingredient finish, we will put that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if so, everyone have a tamarind, right? Okay, because I'm not sure if you cannot find, and can you use lime or vinegar instead? I think if you think the taste is okay and you think it's fine, that's fine too if you cannot find the tamarind. But the best, the pad thai important ingredient is tamarind and plum sugar. We will just cook the first ingredient until a little bit hot.
How do you want your ingredients to look when they're done with the paste?
This now I want this to look brown a little bit.
Mhm.
For the garlic, shallot, salt, and pepper. Start to hear sound. Sizzling. Start to hear the sound sizzling. In about 1 minute, we will put tamarind puree, tamarind puree, half cup into the pot. And then you add the palm sugar, half cup, but you can reduce it if you want. Put here.
Hey, Bess.
Yes.
If we're trying to make 4 servings, do we just double the ingredients? Like I made,
Yes.
a tamarind paste. It doesn't look as liquidy as yours, but is it going to be too concentrated if I use a whole cup?
Yeah.
It'll be okay?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the whole cup, right?
Yes, but it's not as liquidy as yours. Is that okay? Like, should I dilute it, do you think? Add water maybe?
Yeah, because we will add a little bit more water.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
And Tess, may I ask how many of these little things make a half a cup?
A half cup. I think that used 2.
Just these 2?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And we just stirring, keep stir until the brown sugar melt. And or you can crush it. Go fast. A lot of Thai dishes use palm sugar for the ingredients because it's from coconut. We had a lot of coconut tree. If you see your sauce is liquid, you don't need to add more water. But if your sauce is like looks sticky, you can add 1/4 cup of water into the sauce. And the good thing about this ingredient sauce is because we don't use any fish sauce. So who vegetarian, no worry about that because we not use fish sauce on this one. We just keep stirring.
Hi, Bess. We have another question in the chat from Claudia. And she's wondering if it's okay to substitute palm sugar and use brown sugar instead.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
But if the sauce will not be too sticky, but that's okay. You can use this too because it just sweeten it. Like I say, if your sauce is look like this, you don't need to add more water.
Hey, Bess, another question regarding the sugar from Danielle. Is it okay if she uses coconut sugar instead of palm sugar?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
I think we use the palm sugar because they stick like this together. So after we just keep stirring, it will become stick. it's okay because we just have for taste, so it can use that is any sugar. I will do one more minute. And you can taste your sauce first to see if you like the sour enough, the sweet enough for you. I think I will add one more of sugar. Because if your sauce is good, when we stir fry the noodle with everything, we don't need to add anything anymore. How everyone's sauce is okay? If you like more sweet, like more sour, you just add. If you like more sour, you just add more tamarind, like tablespoon, one more tablespoon, two more tablespoon. If you like more sweet, you just add the sugar, each one or by tablespoon.
Sarah gave a thumbs up. Lily said her sauce is looking great. So I think everyone's good.
Okay. So everyone finished the sauce, right? Because next one we're gonna move to stir fry noodle.
Looks like everyone's done with the sauce and ready to move on. Yep. I think we're good to move on.
And then we will use pan and we will use 1 tablespoon of oil. And wait for the oil to hot a little bit. The next ingredient will be shrimp or chicken or tofu, that whatever that the meat that you like. If you are vegetarian, the temperature for the pan is medium right now. So we're gonna your shrimp ready, and eggs, 2 eggs. Sorry, I forgot to ask if anyone soak the noodle. Okay. If who didn't soak the noodle yet, please. Sorry. Yeah, just start to soak the noodle into the hot water, so it will be ready when we ready to put it onto the pan. The reason that I didn't boil because it will be too soft and then it will be breaking easily. I think pan is ready. We'll add shrimp. Just keep stirring. Keep your stove on medium and cook. See until the shrimp is cooked. And if
Bess, we got another question.
yeah,
So Alexis wants to know if she should scramble the eggs in the bowl before adding them to the pan or just add them on there.
just add them on there because we're gonna scramble in the pan.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. And if anyone use tofu, yeah, put it into the pan. And now we will add eggs, 2 eggs into the pan. Set the shrimp into the side. And stir the egg. Egg until it start to become a small piece. Not like a liquid anymore.
Wait, can you repeat that, Bess?
You stir the egg until it becomes cooking into the piece, small piece. It's not like a liquid anymore. You see? And then turn the stove to the low. And then we will add noodle. Add noodle to the pan. Then we add sauce. The pad thai sauce that we just made. We add to the pan. I recommend you add half first, half of the pot that we just made. Then we stir with the noodle and everything. Oh, turn the stove to the medium.
Bess Will would like to know if we added the dried shrimp yet.
Not yet. If your noodle still how to say hot, a little bit hot, you add more. You can add more water and 1/4 cup. If your noodle still hot. Just keep stirring. I think we can add more heat on our stove. How everybody doing? Everyone catch up? Okay.
Looks like everyone's good.
Because I'm using chicken, it's taken me longer to keep up with everyone because my chicken took longer to cook. But I did slice my chicken. So I'm just
Okay.
now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because it's no, how to say, it's no right or wrong. So you just, because the type of the noodle are different too. So you have to see if your noodle is ready, soft, or too soft. If still hard, you can add more water, but by adding a little bit by tablespoon. And if you want to add more sauce after you taste, it's okay too. And now we will add bean sprout. Bean sprout. Just add 2 hands. And then green onion or what is it called? Garlic shell. I don't remember. Yeah.
Like chives?
Yes, right. Yeah, that we cut like this. Cut like 1 inch. We add to our pan and then stir fry them again. Change mine a little bit to see how the noodle is. I think mine is good to just use half of the sauce. But if you taste your noodle and you want more sauce, you just add it as much as you need. keep your stove medium, and then last one, we will add dry shrimp. If you use it, you can add dry shrimp into your pan. But if you didn't use it, it's fine too. You can add the color by using carrot. Using carrot, and then you this your carrot and you peel them into the pan to add the color if you need. If you like more vegetable. But now our pad thai finished. I will turn off my stove.
Is this when
So
they
we add
add?
Bess, do we
Sorry, can you say it again? You break it up on
Is this when they add the dried shrimp and the crushed peanuts, like the optional items?
Yes, that's the optional.
Mm-hmm.
But peanut we're gonna add in the last one on the.
Oh, that's later. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will put mine into the plate. Everyone, I will wait for everyone. If you have any question.
Now
So
that we're
the-
finishing up, I also added in her Bess's Instagram in the chat for you guys to
Okay.
follow her.
I will wait until everyone put pad thai into their place first, and then we start to the decoration. Next step. How is everybody? Tastes good. Good. Can I ask if anyone here ever been to Thailand? Okay. So because if you ever been to Thailand, you will know how the taste. But if not, this is the taste of Thailand.
We got one person that's been to Thailand, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to go, me included, and Lily.
Yeah. But right now is a lot of process if we want to go. So after the pandemic.
After the pandemic, we'll go.
Yes, because now Thailand is the country still closed, restrict the people from travel. So if you're not Thai people, you have to pay for the quarantine 14 days.
So thank you for bringing Thailand to us.
Oh, you're welcome, Lily. Yeah, I
Does
hope
any-
everyone love it.
Does anyone have any other questions now that we're close to the end for Bess or about cooking Thailand?
Can I ask a question about the dried shrimp, please?
Yes.
Mine is still really hard and I tried one and it's very, very chewy. Are they meant to be really hard?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hard and a little bit salty.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I see? Do you have the small to show me?
These are the ones from the packet.
Uh-huh.
Can you
Yeah.
see? Yeah.
Yeah, that will be a little bit hard. So
I have a
now
personal
we will
question.
move to.
Can I ask a quick question?
Okay.
What store
Yeah,
do you
sure.
go to get the tamarind and all the ingredients? Like, what's your favorite store to go shopping for your ingredients when you cook?
Close to me right now is H Mart.
Okay.
H
very
Mart, Lotte,
good. Mhm,
Asian store that nearby me. Hello.
mhm.
Everyone freezing. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Everyone is freeze on me.
Oh, we're good. Do you mind
Okay,
writing
okay.
down the supermarkets in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
And if anyone is in DC, I found the tamarind paste and the noodles at Hana Market, the Japanese market on 17th and U.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
And what's the other one in DC?
Oh.
51, 54 Bangkok. 54.
And another one is Thai grocery store in Arlington. Arlington is called Bangkok 54. Yeah, for Bangkok 54, you can get a lot of Thai ingredient, and they also sell the cooked food, Thai cook. Hello.
Oh, we're all here. We hear you.
Yeah, because everyone is free.
Oh. No, we're all here. Everyone's eating their
Okay.
Thai or trying.
Okay. Yeah, so now we will come to decorate like we eat in Thailand a little bit. So we add, if you have green onion for decorating or you like to eat, I just cut it look like this. That's the way how in Thailand serve. And then we add the small amount of the bean sprout into the sides. Add bean sprout. And then add lime, small piece, cut like this. How everyone? And then we will add crunch peanut that we crushed peanut. Into the side because some people not like or some people like it. How I crush the peanut, I use this. And then I just crush it. And if you like more spicy, you can add more dry chili to the side. And last one. In Thailand, we add more sugar. We put into the side. Just so in case that you don't eat it. But this is how Pad Thai in Thailand decorated. Peanut, chili, dry chili, sugar, lime, bean sprout, and this green onion. And we are finished.
Thank you, Bess. That looks so yummy.
Thank you so much. It looks great.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Bess, when did you learn to do pad thai?
I think that when I was in China is 2011.
Mm.
And then because we are students, so if we eat out, it's expensive. So I start to cooking a lot of Thai food, just learning from the internet. And then after I went back to Thailand, just stop cooking because my mom will cook or I just eat out. It's very easy. So, and then I start to cook again when I moved to the US in 2018.
And Monty wants to know when you put the fish and oyster sauce in the pad thai. Do you need me to repeat?
No.
Oh.
It's not on ingredient at all. But if you would like to add, you can add on when you stir fry the noodle. But the ingredient that I give everyone in the PDF is no fish sauce and oyster sauce. Yeah, you're welcome.
What is the sugar for on the plate?
Sorry?
What do you do with the sugar on the plate? When you serve it, you have sugar?
Yes, right.
I'm sorry.
Thai people like to add more flavor, even the food already had a strong flavor. So some people just like to mix it together into the plate.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I think if we just eat at home, we know what we cook, so we don't need to add into the plate. But I just want to show everyone that how this, if you go to Thailand, this you will get on your plate when you eat at the restaurant. So thank you very much. We make the sauce from scratch, homemade sauce. But if you just want to get pad thai quickly, they have instant sauce pad thai as well. But I recommend when you buy it, please see what the product of where, because the Thai taste, real Thai taste is specific. It will come from Thailand. It's not made from United States.
Mm-hmm. Can you put up the sauce a little bit closer? So
yeah, if you want to be quick, you can pour it like this, and then you just use how much that you want. Or the sauce that we cooked today that we made in the first, you can add more. You can double ingredient, and then you put it into the container. You put into the refrigerator, and you can use it anytime you want, as long as you put in the refrigerator. That's how you can make your homemade sauce.
Speaking of the refrigerator, Alexis is wondering how long her leftover sauce that we made tonight will last in her fridge.
Oh, it will be, I would say, more than 2 months. But I think it will be gone before that. Because just make 1 or 2 more, I think. So if you make a lot in one time, I think it will last 2 or 3 months.
Jonathan said.
Oh, thank you, Jonathan. Yes, because it's actually the taste is from tamarind and palm sugar. That's what is special taste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, everyone.
Thank you, Bess.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.